G'day, g'day. You join me on the Arrow River doing a bit of prospecting. I'm going to just adjust my hat, make myself look presentable. There we go. I've been painting in and around these big slabs of bedrock here that you can see. And there's a lot of black sand, but not an awful lot of gold. So go away, Sandflies. Anyway, I'm on this little patch here, which appears to be just sand, but if we look over here, there's a bunch of gravel mixed in as well. So I'm thinking what most people will probably do is look at all this sand and say there'll be nothing there. And normally I would as well. So I'm going to have a dig through it, see if there's anything underneath this layer of sand that might perhaps be worth digging. So I'll take a pan and we'll find out. Well, there's some real chunky black sand in there, but unfortunately no gold, which is a shame, but I was mostly sand there. I think I'm going to come down where I was panning here. There's an even better example where you've got this big cobble sand, so I'm going to have a dig through that instead. That new wee spot, a lot less black sand, but a couple of nanos, and it's only actually, if the camera will focus, a very thin layer of sand on top of gravel. But seeing as there are a couple of nanos, that's a bit promising. I'm going to follow it down to where it's sandier. Here's a really good example of it actually. You can see I've got this sort of oatmeal consistency gravel on this side merging into the sand. So hopefully where the sand has come across, no one's dug before. But we'll have to take a pan and figure that one out for ourselves. Right, so I've done 3 pans out of there. One from the top layer of the sand with a little bit of the gravel, one from the oatmeal gravel underneath it, and one from right in amongst these big cobbles that I'm digging up from under there. I'm not going to say nothing because there was little nano dots, but nothing impressive. But I have got this big block of schist here that I've been resting my gold pan on. And it's got the water flowing around it and hopefully under it, and it looks like water might come over and just drop in there, and there might be something worth having in the bottom underneath it. It is just sand, so if it's anything like the sandy areas I've been digging just now, not much, but it's worth a look. Always worth a look. Well, it would appear that just like I was hoping, that's been acting this big block of schist I'm standing on. It's been acting like a big riffle. And I'm hopeful, I'm going to keep digging. I know there's only 2 flakes in here, but I'm going to keep digging because I've got this handful of ironstone pebbles in this pan. And look at the quantity of black sand in there. It's significant. So I'm going to have a keep digging down, keep following it, take a few more pans and see if it maybe improves a little. Hopefully it does, because that would be good. Be good to have a decent little win today, bit of gold. I mean, I'm not hoping for anything drastic like paying the bills, but a little bit would be nice. Something that's weighable, that's what we're after. Anyway, I now need to cross back over the river to get my bucket of stuff. And I might get some wet feet doing it. Wish me luck. And that's a bucket of stuff. And I made it the whole way without getting wet feet. Hopefully I can do the same again here. I'm not fall in any holes or anything. We're gonna make it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do it. Oh no! Oh, wet feet. Cold wet feet as well. Oh well. Bit of gold will cheer me up. Well, there's a little bit in there. I've done 4 pans now, and cumulatively, if the camera would like to focus at any point, well, you can sort of see it. It's all that stuff up the top there. It's not too bad. It's alright, in fact. Oh dear, you can see I've been in the water too long. Anyway, it's not quite as good as I was hoping. I might suck that up. I'll do a couple more in this area. I might try out my little sandbar theory just once or twice more. There's this good one running all the way down here, and you can see the oatmeal gravel there with some cobble in it. And then if you go out, there's this wee channel where you just get into the good cobble. I'll zoom you out so you can actually see anything. Yeah, channel, oatmeal gravel, sandbar, block of schist. There's also sand behind this block of schist, so that might be worth having a quick dig into. I think I'll try that first, in fact. Yeah. Anyway, I'll grab my snuffer bottle out of my bucket of things and collect that gold to put in my pocket. One flake. Not brilliant. I think my sandbar idea might be a dud. But I'll definitely try and check. Well, what I did was I didn't really check the sandbar. I checked in this collection of sand here. You can see the hole I dug. I might just give this one a shot and then start making my way a bit further down. Try over this way maybe. Well, sandbar is a bust. I'm just going to revert to type. Right on the edge where the cobble meets the sandbar, that tells me velocity's dropping, heavy stuff should be dropping out. I'm thinking just in there might be the spot to dig. Well, there's a lot of chunky black sand, but no gold. So I think this isn't going to end very particularly well. What I might want to do is head over the other side of the creek maybe, or maybe just in here. I'll have a quick look in around here. And then if there's nothing there, I might try the other side of the river, or it might be time to head home for the day. You can see the shadow of the mountains is slowly dragging away, and it's getting a bit cold in here. Anyway, worth it for the gold, but would appear that there isn't any for me today. Well, that's not true. I had that one good spot that people can have a look at in the last video, but I'm hoping to find a second one today. That would be quite nice. Well, I've been through this whole section here, taken about a dozen pans, and there's really nothing worth talking about. There's a couple of nanos, but it's in amongst some chunky black sand. So I think I'll finish off the day by having to dig around this rock again, seeing if there's anything. Right, it's starting to feel like the end of the day. It's not that late in the day, but it is coming into winter, so it's going dark pretty soon, and it's getting a bit cold. And the beer in the fridge at home is calling to me. I can hear it even from here. So I think I'll do my last pan out from under this rock here. I'm into some really thick black sand, but there just doesn't seem to be much improvement in how much gold there is in that black sand as from what there was at the surface, and it's more work to get through. So I'll do a nice heap full pan, show you that, and then I think unless that's pretty good, in which case I'm willing to stick around, we'll might call it a day there. Well, there you have it. One last pan and one wee last flake of gold. I think that's me for the day then. I was thinking if there was something spectacular there, I'd have stayed, but it feels like home time. And I'm getting eaten alive by sandflies, so that's a good motivator to go home and be indoors away from the sandflies. Depending on what time I get back, I might go fishing this evening, might make a video out of that, we'll see. You can watch me lose a few more flies maybe, but you'll have to hit that subscribe button to figure out if I do that, so that you can catch on the next video, and I'll see you there, hopefully. Have a good one.